This is a Headgum podcast.
On today's program, this is the last of some of the worst of 2016. It's a film, well, I never thought would exist, but boy, is my face red. Independence Day, Resurgence. I'm Andrew Jupin.
Steven Sadak.
Chris Cabin.
Eric Siska.
And we hate movies. Welcome to We Hate Movies on Headgum. That's right, everybody. We are so happy to be part of Headgum, the Headgum family. I like saying Headgum, by the way. That sounds nice and sweet.
We were pretending we didn't know what it was. That was a bit we were trying to do. You just kind of steamrolled all
what you did it, and then no one else said anything. So you know what? I steamrolled it for the good of the show.
Hey, chew on that.
Oh,
bravo. Chewy, we're home. We're on Headgum now.
We are very happy to be joining this great stable of shows, and thanks to Headgum for showing some interest, checking us out. And
it's true. And Jake and Amir, all of it. It's true.
Good God.
I think that is a non-fictional podcast. So
no, it is. Yeah, if I were you.
We were thinking of going to Cerebral Mint, but...
Cerebral Mint.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah, but we went to Headgum. We wanted to chew on it.
And now we're off of Headgum.
That's that. No, we're happy to be here. Now, on the program, I can think of no better way to debut on Headgum than talking about Independence Day Resurgence, first of all. Because what on earth are we fucking doing here with this movie existing?
Look, I'll be honest with you. If we were on the show, I would never talk about this movie to anyone.
It is embarrassing.
I watch this movie and I watch a lot of movies. I couldn't make heads or tails of it. I was like, wait, why is any of this happening? Who are all these white people?
But that's the script you're talking about first and foremost.
It's one of the worst screenplays.
It's unbelievable.
It's so bad. And I'll tell you, if you had a Venn diagram and it was Independence Day 96 and Independence Day Resurgence 2016, it's almost just a purple circle with a red and blue circle going over each other. It's almost purple. It's the same movie.
But inside that Resurgence blue sliver, it looks like the chalkboards in A Beautiful Mind. It's just cluttered to shit with all this stuff that nobody wanted.
Like Brent Spiner's office.
It would be great if a lot of shit in this turned out to be imaginary. Like it was just Bill Pullman having his crazy dreams.
Oh,
I would prefer
you know what?
that.
The movie's so bad, just fake me out.
That's great.
Dude, and then it's twist ending, right? He just wakes up and like his daughter is just sitting there like, "You all right, Dad?" And he's like, "Oh, it's fine. I just thought they came back." And she's like, No, it's cool. Don't worry about it. Well, where's Dr. Oaken? Well, he's still in that coma, of course.
Oh, no, he's dead.
Yeah, that's actually better. Yeah, he's fucking long dead because he's definitely dead.
Wait, where are the tugs?
Oh, man,
the tugs?
We're fucking tugging it all over this movie.
I had a dream that you weren't Mae Whitman, that you were Maika Monroe. That's really weird.
That would be awesome, actually, if it's a twist ending and you wake up and Mae Whitman is just sitting there.
Mae Whitman too old or something to be in this movie whatever.
I'll tell you what, too short to stand next to Thor's brother.
I guess
that's
so.
what that is.
Yeah, that's a little,
I would think so.
That's a little shitty, everybody. Whoa. We're going to replace... And they also killed that other lady because she was too old.
David Tellum?
Yeah, David Tellum, Margaret Colin. They're like, only silver foxes can remain in this universe.
It's fucked up, but I will tell you one thing. Boy, does Jeff Goldblum look fabulous.
Oh, my God. No, there's a scene where Bill Pullman with his fucking cool hipster beard.
Wait, you think Bill Pullman has a cool hipster beard in this?
No. Oh, he does. He absolutely does. It's a sexy faculty meeting.
That's a crazy man who just got a shower.
He's like the cool. He's the cool, complet professor that invites you and a special group of friends over. You know,
I think you got to split the difference here. I think you're both onto something. It's sort of like David Letterman's beard now.
Yes,
it's like really cool, but like
I guess this is the problem: is that Bill Pullman has like half a mouth hanging open the whole time, and like his eyes are twitching all
he
which
had a
way.
Stroke, right?
Well, whatever happened. I mean, like clearly he went through some trauma.
But there's no alien trauma from that first movie. Look, anything that happens to a character, you know, in a sequel, if we're seeing like the final result of something that happens to a character in the sequel, and it didn't happen, you know, the cause of whatever that is didn't happen in the first movie, you gotta fucking say something. He can't just be limping around in this movie.
Well, he I think that he has trauma from like the telekinesis thing that happened.
Yeah,
or telepathic.
Well, let's
a little bit of telepathy.
Let's just fucking say it then.
It's ventriloquy, right? Because they just use him as a ventriloquist dummy,
they
right?
do.
They're just using him like a Jeff Dunham puppet.
Oh man, Ahmed, the dead alien terrorist.
Hey, Ahmed, tell them that they're gonna die.
Well, it's like, the alien is like doing a shitty human impression, you know?
Oh, right,
Which it's like, you think about the first, because listen, this movie, all it does, you can just look at a scene in this movie and find its sister scene from the first movie that you can do with every scene in this movie. Now, that scene where, and we're going all over the fucking place here, but there's a scene where Bill Pullman does the same thing that happens to Brent Spiner in the first movie. The first movie, it's Brent Spiner, and Bill Pullman's talking to the alien. It's like, what do you want us to do? And he just goes, "Dah," and it's fucking great.
Yeah.
This, Bill Pullman is like relaying lines of dialogue that this alien is saying.
On the fourth moon of the Jupiter's sun
I know.
comes the wrath of the... I was
Did
really
you just say
hoping...
Jupiter's son?
Yes.
Well, it's also our son.
That's true.
Yeah, but you know what? They're stupid aliens, and they don't know what they're talking
and
about.
maybe I'm stupid for being Earth-centric.
Well, I was thinking it would be really great if they the first time they go to do this, all the aliens, and they wrap the thing around their neck.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're just playing the wrong buttons, so like the guy shits himself and just like burps.
Oh, sorry about that, Kodos. I hit the brown note.
Oh man, like they could take this is why they abduct people is they take them home to the home planet and they practice on them, you know, like it's like learning the guitar.
Chords.
It's like not good for a while, but then you're doing like a nice cover of the Gettysburg Address. Eventually, that's
a
like
cover.
That's
A
like
cover,
the
you
Stairway
say.
of Heaven of human
Presidential
impressions.
speeches.
Oh, rocketed Tanglore, you did it, man.
So this movie, I didn't mention, by the way, is also directed by Roland Emmerich. You didn't think he could get worse than Stonewall, but look what happened.
Oh, I didn't see
I
Stonewall.
still have not seen that.
It's-
film.
You're not missing a goddamn thing.
Bit of a shit show.
It's terrible.
Bit of a shit show.
This is terrible too. I mean, this movie isn't disgracing real world history so much as it's just disgracing like movie history, like
it's
stuff
just-
that doesn't matter.
It's alien history as
It's
well.
it's alt-world history.
It's just like lazy shit. Like this to me is the most like just do the same thing we did, change it enough to fucking, make sure that we don't get yelled at or anything.
To
but
be fair, I wish that's what we were doing here. I just feel like we're towards the end of this movie, we're in uncharted territory.
Yes, the third act is different.
And the problem is the first movie is filled with great character actors, like literally wall to wall.
Yep.
People that can hold a scene.
Even crazy fucking Randy Quaid.
And this is like a fucking H&M dumpster of mannequins. You know what I mean? Like you go outside of an H&M, there's a homeless guy jerking off, and it's a bunch of fucking people wearing dead-eyed people wearing thin coats.
And he's just like, sorry. And then the H&M manager's like, don't worry about it, Jimmy. We didn't want any of them anyway.
hey, don't dent the Hemsworth.
Dent the Hemsworth.
Dude, yeah, second tier Hemsworth. Thanks
By
for
the
nothing,
way,
Independence Day.
We've had enough of the Hemsworths. Let's just
Yes.
stop it.
I'm gonna have to deal with Thor for another 30 years, but like, I don't need Chris Hemsworth.
There's not like a Paul or something, is there? No one else is coming down the pike.
There is
there's a younger one.
There's a third
Yes, there
Hemsworth.
is.
I don't, it's like Greg or something.
And he's younger, so he might show up.
This is Liam Hemsworth.
He will. He will.
I think he's already shown. No, yeah. Isn't he?
Hemsworth Resurgence.
Isn't he the dude from Westworld? Who's the security guy?
Oh shit, he is.
That's a
yeah, you're
Hemsworth.
right.
I think
Come on.
that's
You're
him.
right. It's a slightly different model of Hemsworth
Yes.
because he's got like a almost, I don't want to say stockier build, but he's like a bigger dude in a way.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like
he's
that.
beefier.
He's the white guy. He's like the white guy from Blacklist, the security guard on that show.
James.
There's
Spader.
a lot of security guards on
What
that
we
show.
need
Not
is
James Spader.
our new emperor to stretch out.
Well, it's a god emperor, first of all.
Yeah, stretch out that racist wall that's gonna bankrupt this country. Yeah. Put it into Hollywood and let's keep some of these Hemsworths out. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That is something I can get behind.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Where are your Hemsworth papers?
We need the wall along the Pacific to keep Australia out. I love our listeners in Australia, but you know what?
You're taking our acting jobs.
Yeah, exactly. Make a movie there.
They do all the time.
Well, make some more.
Well, to be fair, we took their Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we could send her back.
No, not on my
I
watch.
don't think so.
What? Oh my goodness.
Hollywood royalty.
Oh yeah, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull right in here. That's the royalty, right?
So I guess do we do a synopsis? I don't know. It's
hey, did you see Independence?
Yeah.
They're back. It's the same movie.
It's 20 years later.
Yep.
Everything looks shitty.
It's a bad
the
CGI
green
job.
screen. You can tell so much in every scene. You can just tell it. Like the background's clearly every one of them.
Well,
it's terrible.
We get future DC, right? And there's fancy helicopters that have floating powers.
The tugs.
Well, yeah, the tugs. Well, that's kind of a cool thing. Like the first time I saw the movie, before I knew how bad it was, I was like, "Oh, this is an interesting idea. We've co-opted the alien technology, so maybe we'll kind of do something with that." Oh, not really. Okay,
but they also mentioned that all the nations unite, so it's a one world government.
We're in a Star Trek.
We got a one world government.
Star Trek.pigsblood.info.
Satanic ceremony.
USA Fleet.
Catch him in bed with a Pullman.
I wonder what kind of small alien is inside of Alex Jones. You know what I mean? Clearly that's a mech suit, right?
You know what? If you broke Alex Jones open and a little thing came out so a fucking African dude with a sword could cut its head off, which is what happens in this movie. Man,
I'm really okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What if he broke open as an alien?
Yeah,
I think it would probably look like Mac and Me.
Exoskeleton.w.
Yeah, it would look like
virality serum to keep your exoskeleton nice and lubricated.
It would be Mac and Me, dude, because he'd have to immediately run to fucking McDonald's.
And maybe that British idiot will die. Prison Planet, whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah, Paul something.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
Who?
He's just this racist that hangs around Alex Jones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But he's got a British accent. So
wait, there's only one?
Well, he's like one of.
He's like, I think he's like second in command.
Oh, okay.
Is it a real English accent though, or is he doing a fake one to keep the government off his tail?
He's very British, and so it's Black Lives Matter. He's really upset about black, and it's white genocide.
Yes,
he's a big idiot about white genocide.
Oh, white genocide is one of the funniest fucking things you'll hear people bitch about.
Are you sure he's just not a South African and he's taking it back, or what?
No, I believe he's British. So
this is like a bad. Here's what this movie is, by the way. It's like a bad, no one cared for it video game sequel.
Yes,
like this should be out on a fucking Sega Saturn, as if anyone cared.
Because the beginning, it's like there's all these like different planets, and it looks like shit. It looks like you're gonna get in. You're at Disney. You're at MGM Studios, and Goldblum's gonna be like, the aliens are coming. So all we need to do is sit down and lock in, and here comes the fun ride. Look out for the steam.
Biff stole the DeLorean. Oh man, I've never been more fucking disappointed in a theme ride than Back to the Future the ride. What a hunk of shit that was. My little heart was broken when I finally made it to Florida to go on that thing.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, it's you know what? It was too bad.
So, speaking about the video game angle of this movie, is the military in this looks like Wing Commander.
Yeah, it's
or like a
Starship Troopers
or Battlestar Galactica if it was bad, which it is not.
It is good.
Clarification: it is good.
The most good. So I guess to set the stage, Sela Ward is president because Susan Sarandon could not understand the screenplay. Anyone else read that?
No, is that true? But Sela Ward's emails! How'd you get to be president with all of Sela Ward's emails? Oh, Sela Ward's emails!
The Illuminati is setting up private email servers all across Washington.
State or DC?
.w.
Well, the funny thing is, later in the movie, when Sela Ward is well dead, I think it's somebody's making a speech again. It's Fichtner. Fichtner becomes president.
Yes, Fichtner. Yeah.
William Fichtner.
William Fichtner gets a bullshit fucking Bill Pullman speech in this movie. Yes, he does.
But the funny thing is, he does this thing. It's like, we have to move past our differences, and I'm like, we are 20 years after an alien apocalypse. If we haven't moved past our differences by now,
we've united as a world, right?
Yeah,
like there's
so.
like the Chinese military is infiltrating the United States military.
No, I just saw this happen. It's a product of the war on Christmas. I knew it.
And yet, Jeff Goldblum is buddy-buddy with a warlord.
Yeah, that's just stupid.
Well, he's a great leader. I don't know what the problem is. That warlord,
Strong leader.
Isn't it crazy though
courage?
that Jeff Goldblum's character in this movie is kind of like the third most important person on the planet?
Yeah, but he's also like the fifth most important person in this movie, which is kind of a bummer.
This movie needs to be wall to wall Goldblum. I need these fucking walls painted with Goldblum, man. It does not happen.
I wanted to speak upon this because
Please
go right ahead.
Like focus on the actors from the first movie.
Yes.
If you're doing this fucking revival bullshit, which is they're doing with everything now. Oh, they're doing it with everything now. But like, why do we need this? Like, all these young bucks.
It's horseshit.
Yes, we need more older people in the movies.
We do.
No, we do. I mean, why not?
I mean,
How?
Who is this for? You're trying to attract the people that watched it in the 90s, right?
to a degree, but you got to think like an idiot. Because that's what producers are doing.
That's how you hire a Hemsworth.
So then you just say like, oh, well, we need young people along with the older people.
So you got Liam Hemsworth,
Uh-huh.
and then you got your sexy Chinese jet pilot,
Right.
Yes.
and you got I don't know who this guy playing Floyd is.
Nobody.
Nobody
like-
Nobody.
he's like
dot
Jonathan Oliver? Not John Oliver.
Yes, yeah. Oh, that guy who stole John Oliver's fucking persona in the garbage.
It was like a fat guy was wearing John Oliver's skin. It was
not that
weird.
fat.
He's like a fat John Oliver. Though.
I mean, he's a fat.
He's a little chunky.
he's fatter than John Oliver.
Yes,
He's got a
which is-
beer gut. He's been drinking the Coronas.
Yeah.
But like,
I thought you were talking about who's the geeky little friend who's just the Harry Connick Jr. character.
Charlie, I think it's his
Charlie.
Yeah,
is
the fact that guy doesn't burst into a pile of ash is horseshit.
But what, like, if you want to have you got your sexy ones for the movie to get the kids in here.
Sure,
get the
the
sexy
sexy
I
ones.
wish
the
everyone at
tight
home
ones.
could see what Eric's doing with his
He's
hands.
like trying to like grab at me.
You look like you're trying to milk Chris. Okay?
Well, he's a total babe.
Where?
But the thing is, like, have two and develop them.
Yes.
Develop those sexy ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give me like a fucking cattle car full of them.
I mean, you're right. Of course, you're right. But like, this is so clearly a product from beginning to end. They were so clearly like not thinking about if this is going to be good or not.
Right.
We're just thinking about, can we get people into the fucking theater?
But it's so convoluted with
they couldn't.
there's so many characters because you do shoehorn a lot of characters in the last movie, and you are introducing a lot of characters
Like,
in the new movie.
why did Foghorn Leghorn need to be there at the end?
Who?
He's a cartoon character.
Oh no, yeah, okay.
I was just saying there's too much.
Yes,
I
okay,
thought
okay.
you were implying that there was some like guy that just came in with like a big hearty Southern accent. You know who doesn't need to be here, by the way? A fucking puppet Robert Loggia.
He was a real person at the
I
time.
think he was it was a stuffed corpse they propped up.
You know what? Robert Loggia died not knowing he was in a second Independence Day
You know
movie.
what? I think he just thought he had been kidnapped.
Again,
Like they put him in a suit and they make him stand up in this green room.
And when Bill Pullman goes up now, what was it? The female president's going to give this
Seal
address.
award.
Seal award.
Yeah.
And Bill Pullman's. First of all, he just shows up and stumbles up there coughing like, I'm gonna do a speech.
Don't you see what's happening right now? A fucking female president was dethroned by a mentally unstable fucking lunatic during a presidential address.
But the thing is,
do you not see the irony in this
it's
movie?
insane. But and everyone lets it happen. And he's an ex-president and he has Secret Service. And,
Yeah.
and presumably she does as well. how does he get 100 yards to this stage?
It's amazing.
It's a great
mile
question.
away.
You know what, Bill Pullman? Just sit in this room. We'll get somebody. I mean, like, he's not sneaking onto this fucking platform.
He has a handler. If he fucking tells the handler, like, I'm gonna go up to that fucking stage,
that guy stinks. That guy fucking fails at his job at the end of this movie.
So the plot is sort of we know the aliens are coming back because
Right.
obviously we're in the movie theater, and basically there's a base on the moon that Liam Hemsworth and his scrappy partner Charlie work in,
Right.
and they do stuff, and all of a sudden a big ship comes to the moon, right, and stuff happens.
By the way, it's a ship that comes through a wormhole.
yes,
Which is what
it's
happens.
Nero.
Yeah, don't tell me it didn't happen. I fucking sat through this movie twice.
And Jeff Goldblum is in Africa with this warlord named Dikembe, which I know because of Dikembe Mutombo. That's how I remember that name.
Okay.
And Charlotte Gainsbourg.
It's a disgrace that she's in this
Why?
movie.
It's her American debut. This is her big box office debut. Is what I had read on the IMDb. This is her big
she's
mainstream.
been in American movies before, right? I'm not crazy.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And
crazy.
and
None
one
of those Lars von Trier movies count. So
and
Yeah.
one of his underlings named Floyd, and they kind of figure there's this scene where they're like, oh my god, another alien ship just came into the stratosphere. Sela Ward, what do you want to do? And Fichtner's like, blow it out of the sky, and she's like, yeah, sure, let's do that.
yeah, fuck it.
They don't talk to it, they blow it away. And then I think somebody's like, oh, well, we should go see what's in that space. Yeah. Hey, we should go see what's in that space.
No, we're having a party first.
And Andrew-
they say they shut it down. No. Don't look at what those aliens were. We're going to have a party.
We'll look at it
celebration.
tomorrow. We're like, oh, the party must go on.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Like governments work on tomorrow.
There's enough people that some people can go to the
Yeah.
party and other people can see what's going on with that fucking alien.
Oh, don't
Oh,
be
man.
silly.
Ever since Sela Ward instituted that 4-day work week.
Yeah.
But
The
to
whole world's falling apart.
Andrew's point, Sela Ward's hawkish.
Yep.
Yeah,
she totally is.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, see what happened there?
So at this point, Liam Hemsworth is on a space station, and like there's hijacks a ship
Sure
to
does.
go to Earth to pick up Jeff Goldblum. Like it's just driving to your grandfather's house and coming back,
And I think
and nobody blows this thing out of the sky.
nobody blows out of the sky, which definitely would have happened. But also, like, it's not explained. I think like Goldblum and Hemsworth have a backup plan
do,
where
they're-
it's like,
they're buds.
hey man, in case of another alien breach, come to wherever I am and pick me up and bring me to Washington. It's this totally unexplained thing because he's just like, hey, I'm stealing this thing, so don't worry about me, and then leaves to go get him.
Because they're best buds. There's like some line where it's like, oh, they were best buds. I was like, oh, what? And then they just go and like they do it, and
Like-
it doesn't make any sense.
You cannot, after watching this movie, blame Will Smith for not being in it.
No.
I mean, you
but-
really can't.
But isn't he, though?
Dude, and
That,
this is...
that
fucking
picture-
portrait
Oh, man.
What the
outside of
fuck?
Sela
They
Ward's.
took the screenshot of the DVD
really
and
did.
printed it out.
They did. They so did. And the only way, by the way, that you like know what happened to him is if you went on the movie's website.
Yes.
Where it tells you that like Captain Hiller was flying alien technology and it crashed and he
no,
got killed.
They bring it up in the movie.
But do they say exactly what happened?
He
though?
He crashed.
Oh, do they say?
Yeah,
it?
the son said.
That was a test pilot or whatever. Right?
That's
Yeah.
because, Andrew, you don't know that because that happens in the middle of a 4-car pileup of backstory. It's Maika Monroe who's now playing the Mae Whitman role, and this other guy playing Dylan from Hiller's son from the first movie, and you just can't even hear what they're saying over the fucking B rumble of backstory.
Like, you don't need to try to continue every character from the last movie.
No, you really don't.
No,
Do you
no,
know
no.
also, none of you have mentioned it yet, so I don't know if you noticed it, but like when the movie starts, well, first it's like they show you the aliens watching video feed of Bill Pullman making that speech.
queen
Yeah.
planning her dingy ting.
Jesus, it's just, it's dumb. And also, like, don't show like video and audio from the first movie in your first scene because I really just want to watch Independence Day now.
Sure.
So after that happens, though, then it cuts. They have like a war memorial type thing of all the people lost in the Battle of '96 or whatever.
The War of
hell's fucking-
'96.
Right? And by the way, this probably means 9/11 didn't happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's
couldn't happen
separate,
at that
yeah.
point. Yeah, we're not.
But
But
it couldn't happen. It could happen.
Prisonplanet.info.
It probably didn't, but I don't think it. I don't know.
It didn't happen because the world government wasn't trying to make it happen.
No, on that wall, dude, fucking clear as day, right in the center of the screen.
Randy Quaid.
Russell Case.
Yeah.
Just right
Really?
there, dude. Yeah.
Hey, boys, I'm back.
The thing is, I needed that country swagger. I needed that in this movie. I needed a character that was like your crazed hillbilly that's going to figure it out.
We are missing a derelict, to be honest. We
Larry
are
the
missing
Cable
a derelict.
Guy.
That's a
that's
great
who you
idea.
fill that hole.
That's great.
This
It's like-
movie's stupid and dumb anyway. Why don't we have fun with it?
It would be cool because it would be Larry the Cable Guy would play Russell Case's son from the first movie that he's just like, oh, I got really fat and I'm also ginger now and I'm no longer like part Native American or whatever I was supposed to be in that first movie.
KFC was the only fast food to survive the alien apocalypse. So,
The War of 96.
I just really hunkered down with that stuff.
I ate too much chicken. Now I look like this. Anyway, what you all doing?
Oh my God, it would be so great if it was Fat Independence Day and it was just wall-to-wall fat actors replacing all these characters.
Oh man,
because
Eric Stone Street as Bill Pullman.
Yes, no, exactly. I love this idea.
By the way, there's like a 12% chance that was a Mad TV sketch.
Fat Independence Day.
Now, Frank Caliendo stars in Fat Independence Day.
You get John Goodman to play Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
You know, like this is really shaping up.
Brian Cox is Judd Hirsch.
Yes.
He's
I'll
fat
take it.
enough.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Who else is fat enough?
Josh Gad is Liam Hemsworth.
And we could play the aliens, all four of us.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
true,
we're
dude.
fat monsters. Why not?
Oh man. So it's like this alien gets shot out of the sky. That's like a thing.
And yeah, we go. How long does it take to go from the moon to Earth? It seems like
2 hours.
Yeah,
Flat.
Do they say 2 hours?
They never say it,
No,
but it
it-
clearly is only 2 hours.
It takes longer in Airplane 2. Remember that movie where they're flying to the moon and back?
Yeah.
I mean, it takes no time at all.
Immediately.
Yeah, it's like driving to I don't know around the
Honestly, but like you already make it like wormhole technology, and you can just you go up and you go through a wormhole and you end up at the moon, like because
I
you've
feel
already
like that's-
introduced
so
the
you-
fucking thing. You've
it's
already
like-
introduced wormholes.
It's
But
like you
no. Like, let's not get nuts right now. That wormhole is technology possessed by a different alien race.
Yes.
That's what we're told in this movie. Now
Right.
there's two different alien races. That's not the bad aliens.
But the moon,
that's
way,
the good aliens.
The way
But-
you travel. Sorry.
No, go right.
The way you travel to the moon, and it's like if you went to school on the moon, you wouldn't be entirely sure if you should commute there or stay there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a bit of a hassle to get there every day, but it's not that bad. Like,
Well, the
depending on the
spaceships-
money situation.
The spaceships are better, though. They're faster with this new technology. We don't
Sure.
know what's going on.
But you
Sure.
would like shit yourself every day on your way to school and the way back because once you leave the Earth's orbit, don't you like auto shit?
No, is
I
that true?
heard that. You should have asked that astronaut that when you met him.
Oh, he was an old man at the time, though.
He would have told you straight, man.
He was
Independence Day
I'm-
3 Moon School.
He was
pretty
telling me
sure-
about the overview effect.
I'm almost positive that Glenn put that in one of his speeches.
No, I think like right when you break, like that rocket's going fast, man. You think that shit can stay in your body?
Yeah.
The
No,
gravity
first of all-
alone is forcing
Well,
it out.
I will say I didn't see a bathroom in this tug.
They don't need it. It's in their suits.
Well, that's actually
Is this
true.
a suction thing?
There's a suction thing right on your butthole.
Okay,
Is that true?
I don't think so.
It's the future.
Maybe
that's part
one
of the
pieces-
technology that we got.
Yeah, totally. Oh, yeah.
I don't even know. So, like, basically, Liam Hemsworth picks up this warlord who he was in a ground war with the aliens for 20 years, yet nobody else decided to help him. Did anyone hear this?
Well, because it's the thing, right? Am I
It-
remembering right? So, like, when when the mothership was destroyed and then all the other aliens crashed, like the
Yeah.
rest of the ships crashed around the world, I guess, like, we did spend time battling aliens.
Better movie.
How about I
Better
want to
movie.
see that shit?
Set it in 97 and have it be a ground
Totally.
war against aliens.
It's, you know what? It's a fucking sci-fi sequel that's also a period piece.
And then you can do your new cast, you know, and just have like Bill Pullman in a hologram or something, or a radio voice, and that's it.
Well, you can't do all that in green screen, so
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon.
But so, yeah, sorry.
Can we talk about how William Fichtner comes into this movie?
Sure.
He's called in because there is an alien threat, as it turns out. The wormhole opened up, and he's got to give them the okay to bomb it.
Well, because he's now the Robert Loggia character.
Yes. We get quite more of him.
He is.
No, I know.
So get him out of there!
Loggia orange juice.
For the first time you see Fichtner walking down the hall, he's like, you know what? You interrupted a very nice weekend with my wife at a very nice bed and breakfast on a very nice I fucked my wife. I fucked her brains out, and I was about to come, and then you called me.
Oh, okay. So now I know this dude has fuck vacations. Great.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the movie.
Hey, that makes a character.
Rounds him out.
Then he has sex with his wife. That is an interesting trait.
He likes to fuck in strange beds. That should come up again, though. Like,
he should have to call his wife,
right?
maybe.
That's like introducing a gun in the first act and having it not go off in the third.
So, now the other aliens show up, right? The big bad aliens. They show up and oh my God, the ship is a lot bigger. I don't know how much.
Definitely bigger than the last one.
Says Jeff Goldblum while shitting his pants on the moon.
Because it's just.
No, he had the suction thing. It's the future. Keep up.
He had no shit left in him unless he.
The suction thing. It's part of your suit, right?
Sucking my butt. Sucking my butt. Sucking my butt.
Yeah. It's in my pants. I got these pants. Diesel jeans. Now I'll have suction machines because the alien technology. I just shit right through my pants.
He's so hippily dressed. In this
Mr. Goldblum. Mr. Goldblum, it's time for your pills.
Oh.
So Liam Hemsworth leaves the moon to go get him in Africa to just then immediately bring him back to the moon?
Because he wants to investigate. He's the only guy that's
and
it's
maybe,
a quick 120 minutes.
Yeah, it's maybe I want to see what's in that alien spaceship before the party. You know what I mean?
We need a good guy with a spaceship. Been saying it for years.
He's got audio books. He's through 4 chapters. One day he goes back and forth from the moon.
And then also stowing away, going back to the moon, is Charlotte Gainsbourg, Dikembe the Warlord, and Fat John Oliver all get on board.
I'm not on board with Fat John Oliver, though. I'll be honest with you.
You're just kind of worried about it because he also kind of looks like you.
Yeah, I know, but I look worse than this.
In shape.
Yeah, exactly. I look worse than this guy. So if he's Fat John Oliver, what does that make me?
Makes you Steve say that.
Yeah.
Gimli Oliver?
Gimli Oliver.
It's a good name.
You can't toss a dwarf.
Gimli Oliver sounds like the name of a silent film star that died in some heinous sex scandal or something.
That's where I'm gonna go.
He died sucking Fatty Arbuckle's butthole.
Oh God. You got these new pants and you put them on and then you're shitting your pants and it goes into a separate place.
They're called Gimli Olivers.
Gimli Oliver new jeans. I would pay for those jeans, man. I'd be shitting right now. You wouldn't even know it.
It would come in handy with how many times you've shit your pants.
Promo code Brown Note.
Jesus. They pick up this thing, and then it's we should. Then they see the new alien ship, and they're we should get back to Earth. They grab this egg. It's a big, fat, stupid egg.
It's the only part. So what happens is they bomb that fucking sphere that comes through the wormhole.
Sure.
And that's a piece that falls off.
Yeah.
And then the ship goes back into the wormhole. That's the idea.
It's its black box, essentially.
If this movie
had
the thing that it's encased in.
Yeah.
Later, Brent Spiner has to use a stupid laser.
Oh, right.
But the thing is, it would be a smart twist at the end of this movie is if the only way we could have defeated them is if we listened to these aliens. And there's just a bunch of dead aliens in this ship.
Well,
it's they had all the secrets, so we're fucked.
That's kind of what happens, though,
yes.
Because the little talking orb that we'll get to says to Brent Spiner, "God, I can't. None of what I'm saying makes sense as I listen to it come out of my mouth." But she, the voice, this thing is
sure.
"Hey, man, we were coming to help you, and then you attacked us and." now I'm the only thing left. It's kind of, if it were a better movie, if it knew like the weight of what that piece of dialogue meant, like you could have had a nice little Twilight Zone ending.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just totally just like a fucking fart in a mall, man. Like totally missed.
And these nice aliens are like the Wi-Fi people, right?
Yeah.
They're like, they're virtual. They've shed their bodies, which I think is great, and I can't wait to do. But like they exist just like, I don't know, in the cloud.
Their consciousness is in like virtual reality. Yeah. And Brent Spiner's like, that sounds cool.
So Brent Spiner, by the way, who everyone thought and was really okay with being dead in the first movie.
Sure, yeah.
He's got more screen time than Goldblum in this.
He
He
does.
does,
He absolutely
easily.
does. He's because apparently like they just tripled down on the Spiner in this movie because he was in a coma, and this guy who we find out much later is his boyfriend, by the way.
Much later.
Oh, that
You
is
might
that
even
what
say
that is?
as that dude is dead.
Yeah, like, you don't realize that until like
What, 'cause they hold hands?
they hold hands and they're
So?
crying. But no, at the
I've held hands with men.
on IMDb, they say specifically that the movie got a little bit of flack because of the gay character or some nonsense.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they don't say it, but it's just kind of there at the
No,
end.
but it's totally there.
But could that also just be people misunderstanding male emotion?
but
as
I mean,
being
but it's
gay?
also real.
Like
No, I'm sorry. The two of you on the other side of this table, for me
What?
and Steve, they are clearly supposed to be a
Dude,
couple.
Here's the thing: is like when 9/11 was happening,
Yeah,
That's a good way to start.
people held hands when they were jumping out of those buildings. That doesn't necessarily mean they were fucking.
Oh man, you were gay on 9/11.
I'm just saying, like,
Don't stand next to me in heaven, brother. You got gay on 9/11.
dude. Listen.
this
Here's the
character
thing.
could be gay. He could not be gay.
This is how a shitty Hollywood movie
Sure.
tries to have gay characters in it. This is the best that they could bring themselves to do.
Which is barely having a gay character.
It's not.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually
Yeah,
not
it's
even
not
having a gay character.
Yeah, because he's not actually. But
Oh,
so
wait, we'll reveal him to be gay and then shoot him in the head right then and there.
well, that's a little bit better than J.K. Rowling, who revealed after the character was well dead and the books were all over.
And
Which
that
character
just
was
doesn't.
that?
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore, yeah.
Well, congratulations,
Wait,
here's
he
your
wasn't,
prize.
he wasn't fucking in those books?
He's not
No,
fucking
it's
nobody.
Nah.
He might have had boners under those robes, but we never could tell.
How could you tell those
Yeah,
robes?
That is
just,
the number one reason to wear a robe.
those robes went for days.
I haven't read that Fantastic Beasts. He might be fucking in
That's a great
Fantastic
idea.
Beasts.
I mean, that's the good thing about being in Wizard High School. No worry about boners. Yeah, it's just like I got boners all the time.
Nope.
Yeah, just fucking rocking them.
Rocking them. Well, you could say Expelliarmus, then it goes down, I guess, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you learn to control it,
Debonicus.
yeah.
And you could say something to make him go up, right?
yeah, oh yeah.
Rebonicus.
But what happens?
Cialo.
Erectora!
Yeah, that's Erectora. Is the one.
Also,
If you're
Fantastic Beasts isn't like a narrative book. It's a fake textbook.
Oh,
She wrote an original screenplay for that movie that's supposed to be not very good.
oh, I didn't
Huh.
read. I don't read J.K. Rowling.
Well,
so
I don't read J.K. Rowling.
I'm not on the high about it, but
I don't know. That sounded like a little bit of a high horse. I think I heard a whinny over there.
fine,
Your high horse whinnied at me.
fine.
well, if your erection spell lasts for more than 4 hours,
yes.
what do you do then?
You consult Dumbledore. You have to consult
Yeah,
Dumbledore.
then you have to have a private counsel.
And they do like alchemy and pour some like toad juice on it or whatever the
a
fuck.
snake, a big snake, Nagini comes and bites it.
Oh no, Nagini!
What's a Nagini?
It's a big.
It's a
fat-
big fucking snake that he who shall not be named has as a pet.
Which is the only reason I know that is because my favorite line is in that last movie is when what's his face? Because I didn't even know if that snake had a name until the end of that movie, and Ray finds like, "Come, Nagini." Which,
Oh, Nagini, dinner.
you've got a big boner to bite.
Fuck, I gotta watch these movies.
You gotta,
Yeah.
so I don't
You
know.
know what's so stupid? And another fucking detail of this movie that they try to make like hip and cool is that where in the first movie, you know, there's that great exchange where they're like, we got to go to Area 51, and Bill Pullman as the president is like, that exists?
Yeah.
Like, it's really great, right? In this movie, Area 51 is a known thing. They've built it up. It's like fucking Manhattan, like all the buildings that are on
It's a
this
tourist
thing.
attraction at this point.
It's
I
like
would think.
it looks like Vegas. I thought it was Vegas for a second. Just city in the desert shit.
It's fucking stupid.
So this, the big ship, which is told to be as big as the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, bigger than the last one.
Comes, crashes, and they also say it has its own gravity, which doesn't make any sense.
It's so big it has its own gravity.
Shouldn't it like throw off the gravity of Earth? Or
Yes,
something?
there would be nothing left if something had its own gravity, crashed into this. I'm pretty
Melancholia.
Yeah.
Somebody
At the very
call
best.
Neil deGrasse Tyson and then hang up. But
Oh man, prank calling Neil deGrasse Tyson. He doesn't deserve that.
Yeah, he does.
and they'd be like, "Hey Neil, what did you think of Independence Day Resurgence?" And as he starts, he just kind of like soft close the phone, and he's
Yeah, and he has no idea until you hear that fucking beeping in his ear.
and he's just talking
boy,
and
does
talking.
No,
I
see,
feel
that's
like a
if you really
fool.
want to get, because he's going to hear the beeping immediately. So what you have to do is just walk away from the phone.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's a good idea.
just leave it
too.
on a table somewhere.
And he's
Call him from a payphone and just leave it like hanging. If you can find a payphone.
but so as it's crashing in, this is, and the problem in the first movie, like you have all those it's really slow, not slow, but slow enough where like all these ships kind of
It's
materialize.
like a real movie.
It's like
and
a
it
real-
builds to something.
You don't know what they're doing, and they're all
Right.
there, and they all kind of sit above these things, and when they strike, it's really clear what's happening. Like,
Right.
here comes a big dumb beam, it's going to blow everything up. I don't really know what happens in this part. The ship comes in, and everything kind of blowed
But
up.
this is
Things go up
well,
because of the gravity, and then come back down.
Super stupid.
Oh, it's super
because this is what happens.
Okay.
The ship comes in and it has its own force field, which
Uh-huh.
I guess is what they mean by its own gravity.
What
it has
will-
a huge force field that makes everything go up right under the force field.
Well, it's
Uh-huh.
getting sucked. Like I guess the ship's gravitational pull is pulling things up towards it.
But isn't it also
And
a
then
force
it's-
field?
I think it works.
They're
maybe.
all force
There's a force
fields,
field. I
Chris.
think you're getting the force field mixed. There's a force field later in the movie.
But they don't have a force field yet.
I don't think so. It's just pulling things in because what it does is like it rips up a city in Asia, like it rips up Hong Kong or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then because it's so big, it just instantly flies to England and then drops Hong Kong on London.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yes.
That was so unclear. to me.
Yeah.
I thought what was because it's as big as the Atlantic Ocean,
Uh-huh.
and I just thought it was landing and like coastal cities were being destroyed.
Yeah.
And then what's really stupid is that it lands and it's like, oh, got so close to the White House and knocked the flag off on top. but it still stands. That flag still stands.
Yeah, it's also stupid because it's like, remember the first movie where it done got blown up? This time the fucking
Oh yeah,
flag tipped
I don't
over.
even remember that. I guess they fucking rebuilt it.
There's no line about, by the way, this is the third White House.
But yeah, I mean, but the,
This one surprisingly was still built by slaves.
well, you gotta get it built pretty quick. But I don't know what's even happening. Judd Hirsch is on a boat, and he like narrowly, like all these fucking people
This is so stupid.
in Hong
Guess
Kong
what?
are dying, and he's just like, well, I better make my boat go quick.
Guess what I could have done without?
Judd Hirsch.
Fucking Judd Hirsch.
Judd Hirsch. And here's the thing. I love Judd Hirsch. Judd
Sure.
Hirsch is fucking acting
Brilliant.
royalty. He's a genius
He's
on
great in that
Taxi.
first movie, too.
And he's great in the first movie. He is. But you know what? Julius Levinson needs to have passed away in the last
How
couple
is he-
years.
I would have never thought in 1996 that Judd Hirsch would outlive all the cast members of this fucking movie. Will Smith, long in the ground.
Yep.
David Tellum, long dead. I can't believe it.
Randy Quaid killed by the
Quaid?
Starfuckers.
And
the
spoiler
Starwhackers.
The Starwhackers, I
yeah.
apologize.
spoiler alert, he
Starwhackers.
outlives Vivica A. Fox and fucking Bill Pullman.
All right, so let's talk about Vivica A.
right.
Fox. So
Sure.
she's in this movie for a second because the kid, and the problem is also like this should be
Hilarious
this should be Dylan's movie. It should be like the son of David Hiller, like or of Captain Hiller. He goes through and he's the one, and like
Yeah.
it makes sense because and then
does.
like he's
But
got
is
like a
he a
relationship.
Hemsworth?
He's got a relationship with Maika Marco, Bill Pullman's daughter, like
Monroe.
Sorry, and that makes sense. That's
Yeah.
a movie you
Liam
can.
Hemsworth makes zero sense in this movie.
No, he doesn't need to be a character.
And he just-
and heaven the fuck forbid.
Or do one or the other.
Or
Maybe
make him his
he has-
fun friend in the military.
No, he's
You know,
he
that's
should be
it.
the Harry Connick Jr.
Yeah,
character.
he should die.
Exactly.
He should definitely
Yep.
die.
Yep.
Because he's got 4 storylines.
Yes.
None of which I care about.
there's some
And
like,
they have this weird fucking Top Gun thing
Yep,
going on.
they
This
sure do.
Kilmer Cruise shit.
Yeah,
yeah,
they sure
who
do.
is the top dog in the academy? I almost killed you in the academy. They almost punch each other. But like as
We're friends.
yeah, so as there's some sort of ceremony like wherein when David Hiller's son, Dylan Hiller, is flying back, he goes past a hospital.
Yes.
He's going to his mom's hospital. Vivica A. Fox stopped being a stripper and got her a degree.
Which is amazing. She is the actual living embodiment of all the time strippers are like, I'm just doing this to get through school.
Yeah,
and you're like, whatever. It happened in this movie. She did it.
Probably happened sometime. Somebody's got to go to school.
But it's the thing. It's always like, I'm getting my way through art school. Do you want to dance? I need to get my way through art school. No, I was brought here by a friend. I don't want to be here right now.
I mean, that's
It's
how
3 a.m.
Total Babe Chris Cabin got through art school that way.
Well, look, I didn't say we could talk about that on air.
I mean, I thought I made it clear. He's a fucking excellent dancer.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's the
I
kind
know.
of dancing I meant.
He's
And,
about
you
to
know,
drop a C and D on me,
little-
telling me to hush.
And
hush.
I'm a little flexible as well, but
he goes to her hospital, and we're like, the whole ship is doing something to the earth, and it's coming, and he's like, oh, I better save my mom. And like he's like a million miles away.
Also, you're in the fucking military. Why is everyone in the military going like, well, I gotta go see what mom's up to? Follow your fucking orders. There's bigger things at play here. And I don't, let go of mom, dude.
Well, because everyone is just stealing spaceships in this movie. It's insane how
really
many people
easy
are
to
stealing
steal
spaceships.
There'd be so many court martials after this.
And he just sees his mother is in like 2 states away on top of a building, and she falls. He's like, no, mom. Like, how do you even know?
Well, it's
that's
also
your mother?
no, dude. He is right there though, because what happens is she has this moment where it's like, come on, pregnant lady or a woman with a baby,
Yes.
like let's go. I'm not
Why?
gonna let you die. So like he comes in with the fucking tug or whatever it is, and
tugging.
he's like,
they
all right,
really
like
call
come
them
on.
tugs?
They call them tugs.
And so like she lifts the woman with the baby up.
Yeah.
And then the building collapses and she falls into a collapsing building. What a way to go.
Why have her in this movie? I don't need to see the fate of Vivica A. Fox. Like,
Well,
either
I'm
have
glad-
her or don't have her.
I'm glad you disobeyed orders, broke millions of protocols, and flew out there to watch your mom die.
Yeah, and here's how you continue to get this down to a nice tight 95 minutes.
Oh, that's never going to happen.
But you get rid of fucking Vivica A. Fox. He calls on a phone. She doesn't pick up.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, no.
Yep.
And he's like,
Judd
she must be
Hirsch?
gone.
He goes
He
to a
must be-
fucking a tombstone.
Yes,
says his piece.
Jeff Goldblum. Start the movie. He's at the fucking cemetery. David Tellum's been buried. Judd Hirsch is already there.
Maybe they're all buried on the moon. Maybe that's kind of fun, right? Like a little moon cemetery. I like that idea, right?
Oh yeah, that's probably got to be pretty easy to dig into that stuff
They
too.
threw everything else in this, Steve. Why not?
The moon
Throw this one in.
cemetery would be amazing. Think of all you can get like space ghosts.
Yes, absolutely.
But like
Zorak is there. Brack shows up. It's a fun talk show that's really influential. That's really interesting.
Yeah, totally. That'd be amazing. That'd be
Or
much
it-
better than this movie.
It could be a sequel to that. I think is it a Rupert Everett movie, Cemetery Man?
yes.
It could be fucking Moon Cemetery Man. It's a sequel. You get Rupert Everett back.
It says fall in love with moon zombies. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Oh, dude, yeah, Moon Zombies right there.
Walter Koenig. Get Walter Koenig from Moontrap. Let's get it going.
Hey,
Yes.
by the way, I think I said this to like Eric or something last night. Or maybe all of you guys. I'm calling it right now. Moontrap 2, the movie that's coming out that nobody could possibly care about, will be better than Independence Day Resurgence.
I bet. Yeah.
In
I would
some
think
way.
so.
And by coming out, do you mean released on Vimeo? Is that- is that-
Yeah.
It
That's
might
what I
also-
meant by coming out.
It's
Okay.
definitely going to look better.
Someone accidentally will upload it to YouTube from the production.
By the way, William Fichtner has an alien jail or something in this movie.
Right,
Yes.
right. We've
And I just
captured
want
a
to-
bunch of them.
Chris saying Moontrap 2 would look better reminded me of how bad this looks. This is your video game cutscene.
Yeah.
These are the fakest looking aliens.
Do you guys remember the arcade game? You would go to the movies and they had the arcade game Area 51.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what it looks like.
About
It
that
just looks like the
less colorful.
Yeah. Actually,
You don't got any pink and orange ones going
Yeah,
on.
color
it's not
and-
quite as good as the Area 51 video game.
The one thing
But they're trying. They're trying.
Why are we leaving these aliens in their enormous mech suits? Take them out.
That's a great question.
That's number one.
Right,
These get them out of the
Here,
mech suit.
we're going to put you in a jail cell. Keep your gun.
Yes, you don't put Iron Man in a cell with bars on it. You take him out of the suit. You put Tony Stark in the cell.
Oh,
That's
okay.
true.
In a cave where he builds it from scraps.
I don't know though if these aliens can survive out of the suits on this planet though. That's something.
Let them die.
Well, yeah. Actually, first of all, can we please just make sure they're all fucking dead? Are you kidding me?
Like, listen, you got some. I'm sure they dissected millions by now. What's
Totally.
the point of having these guys around?
that African warlord had the right idea, dude. Get him from behind. He
And
says
dude,
it 6
Dude,
times in this
one
movie.
bullet to the back of the head
Yep.
per alien. You don't spend a lot on ammunition.
Also, clearly somebody is paying for this, probably us,
taxpayers,
taxpayers.
yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like, it's not
Well,
like
no,
you're ever...
we're gonna make the aliens pay for it, Chris. Right now, the
We're
taxpayers
going to
will
pay
for it.
the aliens are going to pay us back. That's
Eventually,
the
yeah.
story now. The aliens are going to pay us back.
It is kind of like Guantanamo. You're never going to let them out.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Well,
what are we
don't
doing here?
Don't finish that sentence. That ends in something I'm not comfortable with.
What?
Killing people on Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, well, yeah.
No, I was talking about in the lockup.
Well, there you
He was talking about killing people in Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, okay.
Guantanamo Bay made me think of
Harold and Kumar 2, Escape from Guantanamo Bay.
I was gonna say Bad Boys 2, Escape into Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
right, yeah.
I'm just thinking of like movies that Will Smith's in because I don't know why not.
I mean, you need Will Smith in this movie. You need a strong. That's what that first movie was. It was a strong magnetic performance by Will Smith
Yep.
with an army of character actors.
Yes.
And this poor bastard that has to play the stepson.
Yes.
This poor guy. They're like, hey, by the way, just try to do what Will Smith did because this guy is trying his best to get those Will Smith woos in there.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So we go to Area 51, and the plan is they're like, okay, well, we got to attack the ship. Let's just do what we did last time. And the plan is, I think,
Hey, cool, I'm going to fly.
yeah, oh my God, Larry, yes.
I got my pilot's license.
oh man, Mater's gonna take down the aliens.
Larry the Cable Guy, alien pilot. Wait, no. Alien. Well, I fight the aliens.
I'm not an alien. I swear to God, there's not a little weird fat guy inside of this Dan Whitney suit.
Oh my
that's
God,
made up.
that would be awesome. If you just cut Dan Whitney open and Vern Troyer came out dancing. How cool would that be?
That'd be pretty something.
It's him and Alex Jones, and there's probably a lot of people that have little aliens in them. Eddie Murphy in that Meet Dave movie.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah,
Right?
Woof.
Probably a stay
Yeah.
tuned. So the plan is we're going to do this, and like they say, like, all right, whichever ship gets to the mothership first, deliver the payload. Which I think the plan is called willy nilly. Like, is it a race? Like, there's no formation. There's not like, all right, this Delta Squad, you take it from the
Yeah.
side, you flank this way. It's
I'm
like,
going to get there first because I painted a 3 on my fighter jet, and that is there to honor Dale Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Did Dale die before or after the alien apocalypse? I forget.
I think
The War of '96.
I think
This is
he
Dale
died
died
after.
Oh,
after.
dead after.
Yeah,
Okay, so no, in this world, Dale Earnhardt, because NASCAR has to stop. After.
What?
Why would NASCAR
Must-
stop just
NASCAR
because of an alien
Because
invasion?
most of the
never
fucking
stop.
tracks have probably been raised at this point.
They'll make
NASCAR's
new
got the
tracks.
money to build them back, baby.
All right.
I went to, I've never seen a NASCAR race, but I went to like a NASCAR track one time
Sure.
down in Charlotte. Dude, those facilities are impressive.
Sure,
It's
they have to be.
insane the money that's going on in these things. It would definitely survive an alien apocalypse.
All right.
Without question.
So then the crash would happen no matter what, is what you're saying.
Dale Earnhardt dies in any timeline. That's what
He was destined to die. I mean, it's
what I'm
unfortunate, but that's life.
that is yeah, you're right.
It's Holmes Osborne just in a bed with Mary McDonald. It's like, there's that Dale Earnhardt Jr. He says, what they always said about him was, he was doomed.
Yeah, wait. Now, now I don't know NASCAR. Dale Earnhardt died. Doesn't he have an actual son? That
Dale
Dale
Earnhardt,
Jr.
yeah, he's-
Yeah,
he's-
Junior.
Wait, did he die too?
No, he's
No,
alive. I think he
Junior's alive
retired.
and well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if he still races anymore, but he's alive and well.
Mhm.
Okay, good.
But yeah, so
Thought it was like the Kennedys.
Dale Earnhardt is Dale Earnhardt in this timeline is buried next to Will Smith. They're
On the moon.
On the moon, yes. But they're like, yeah, race. Whoever gets there first, blow up the ship. Hey, go up there in that ship, blow it up.
Hey, cool. I'm blowing up ships.
So they all go. They all kind of get captured right at this point. Like they go in.
The alien queen. By the way, we're aping James Cameron. There's a queen mother. Good God.
Why would they do this?
They look enough like the xenomorphs to begin with.
They do. That was always a real problem with that first movie, but nobody was saying it.
Well, because they do a cool thing where there's a little tiny little alien, a Polly Pocket inside of his head. So that's kind of neat.
Hey, do you remember what was the like the quote version for boys? With
I think it's
Polly
Mighty
Pocket?
Max.
Yes. Oh yeah. I had so many Mighty Max, man.
I did not.
What a
don't
waste
think
of
so.
my
I did
parents'
either.
money.
Little toys always creep me out. Like little, really tiny ones, not Legos.
Wait,
smaller
so-
than Legos gross me out.
Micro Machines give you
Gross me. They kind of gross
Really?
me. They give me the heebie-jeebies.
Why? Because you thought maybe like Martin Short was in one. No. Oh wait, no. Dennis Quaid was
Dennis
in one,
Quaid
and
was
you
in it.
were Martin Short.
Yes.
And it
Yes.
went into your butt and like found things.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of butts, man, you get some Spiner rear end in this movie.
Oh, you get a lot of. I mean, look, we get a ton of. So Spiner, who was dead,
right.
he's just. There's so much Spiner in this movie, and I'm okay with it.
I
am.
love Brent Spiner. I
I
don't
would say
care.
it's probably the best part.
It's a bit too much with that character because the character's so over the top. So like realistically, you either need to ground it or like give him less to do.
There's like a hilarious part where you kind of realize it's over the top, where like the some assistant or something is giving him this like laser weapon, and he's trying to cut this egg open, and he just like looks at the guy and he's like, "Hey, back off!" And you're just like, this guy wasn't that kind of crazy in the first movie.
He does have my favorite trope in all of movies, which is he's like gets possessed by these aliens, and like he's like writing all this stuff. And it's
Sure,
like,
he's beautiful minding that hotel room,
which is only a genius could write on all of the walls, not some of the walls. All. Oh my God! I went into his room.
Yeah.
And all of the walls
Wait,
are written.
so
on.
if he's beautiful,
There's stuff on every one of the walls.
It was mostly curse words.
But it's Chris, it's
and-
all of the walls.
But if he's beautiful mining,
Yeah.
maybe his boyfriend is fictional, like in his head, like
Oh,
imaginary,
wow.
Oh.
like Paul Bettany in that movie.
Oh,
oh yeah, and they're like Brent Spiner, like, what are you doing on the floor? There's no one dead
why
there.
are you crying about the death of the floor?
Oh my God! He just walk into his room. He's like, he's humping the air again.
This guy that plays Spiner's, like boyfriend or love interest or
yeah.
whatever, it's definitely, maybe not definitely. Do you think? Let me put it this way: what are the odds they called Mandy Patinkin? Because look at that.
0%.
Yes, I was going to say that too, but it would make the movie so much better.
it would give the movie something.
He would never.
But the weird,
You have to know he
I
would
read,
never.
I read on the Tribune, ladies and gentlemen,
Uh-oh.
that guy is in Independence Day.
What?
No,
Mandy-
is he
Apparently
like
he's-
Spiner's assistant?
Yeah, like he's like I don't know if he has lines or not in the first movie, but he's like
come
always
on.
kind of crowded around Spiner. So maybe this was going on all through time.
Well, they certainly didn't fall in love when he was in the 20-year coma.
Well, they had to really play that shit down because Adam
Yeah.
Baldwin was on set. And they're
Oh,
like,
that's
yeah,
right.
duh.
Yeah, what happened at the internet's toilet, Adam Baldwin from that first movie?
He's next to Dale Earnhardt, man.
on the moon,
He was-
right?
No, in this timeline, Dale Earnhardt's car decapitated him before turning into a fireball.
Oh, who could forget Jane Mansfield and Adam Baldwin?
What if that's the thing that they don't tell you, but you had to go to the movie's website? That's why Robert Loggia's character had to retire, because he went crazy and murdered Adam Baldwin's character. Get him! I told him to get him out of there! I'm going to sell these stolen TVs!
Oh, Feech.
You know, Mandy Patinkin should be in this movie, and he should play like a libtard professor that's just like, we just need to give him a chance. Let them, and he's
I
proven wrong.
Oh,
And all
yeah.
of his stupid ways.
Prison Planet, not liberal tears. And I never thought I'd have to hear so much about drinking tears and people wanting
we
to
could
drink
all
my
just
tears.
stop it.
Just
That's the
drink
thing.
my tears.
I believe
I
that.
did, you know what? I also didn't think we'd have to hear so much about drinking piss.
Yeah, can you believe that?
Dude,
Wow.
the fucking gargles piss.
Well,
Water sports.
speaking of water sports, Liam's Hemsworth does a Trump on the spaceship there, right?
wait,
what,
he
he drinks
pisses on his
piss?
girl?
Well, no, he just
No,
pisses on the
So
spaceship.
the spaceship is Donald.
Oh,
yes.
Because
So-
he's the pissy.
Yeah, he's the pisser. He's a Russian
He's
prostitute.
the Russian prostitute.
Yeah.
Well, I read that as they were just pissing on a bed because Donald was upset that black people had the audacity to sleep on that bed.
Oh, I see.
Listen,
Was
he
the
was
thing.
definitely in that bed. When he
Oh,
was getting pissed
absolutely.
Oh yeah, get it right in my mouth.
Don't be ridiculous. He likes to rub it all over himself, not
Lord
the
Almighty.
drinking.
It's like that scene in The Graduate, but it's pee and it's me in there, and I'm like, wow, what will life after college be like in this underwater aquatic piss
I'm
universe?
sitting in this piss, and I'm like, am I in over my head? Did I really want this?
Actually, it's like all the shower scenes from American Psycho.
Hello, darkness, my yellow friend. Come to drink of you again.
Well, I love no matter what happens of that thing, it's going to be his Richard Gere thing. Like
Yeah.
no matter
Oh, yeah.
what, like
Oh, yeah.
it's
Yeah.
always going to be there, whether it's true or not.
Yep.
Nobody cares.
It's just
so it's kind of
there.
a win-win for me. Like
It is win-win.
when he dies, whenever that is. Everyone's gonna be like, yeah, we probably drank piss. Be like, no, shut up. That was proven
Yeah,
to be
no,
wrong.
he probably died from drinking too much piss.
Shut up. That was proven to be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's out there now.
Yeah,
Yep, forever.
definitely.
So
Speaking of drinking piss, it's kind of like watching this movie.
they go on. They're
tart and annoying.
Liam Hemsworth, Damian Hillard or Dylan Hillard, Charlie and his love interest are all going around
Right.
on this spaceship. They go, oh my God, this spaceship has its own ecosystem, which you could chalk up with this spaceship has its own gravity with the two lines that nobody needed or could care about.
Why would the spaceship have air? Like, why would it be like oxygen?
But
You know
there's
what I
also
mean?
like plants and shit all over the place,
Yeah.
and like water and whatever.
Vietnam down there.
It is like Vietnam down there.
That would be a better movie if they like got into the alien spaceship and it was just suddenly like a jungle or something, you know, like pure, completely. And they're
It would
like,
be great if there was just a little bit more action. Like, fuck,
it's like
man.
it's like it turns out it's the silent running ship, and Bruce Dern came back.
Hey, stop pissing on my plants, man. What are you doing?
That's what Liam Hemsworth's like. Oh, my parents were killed. I hate these aliens. I'll be the diversion. And he just starts pissing.
Yeah. Like, great.
Okay.
That's
Also, you know what? Show it. You want to do it? Show it.
actually though, doesn't
Show me that ding dong.
You know what? I need cock in movies more. Like,
Thank you so much.
Have the balls
Yeah.
to show it, because it's like, well, first of all, we need. This doesn't even have female nudity.
No.
We need.
It doesn't
Wait,
even.
it sucks that's like the that's just like the stepping stone.
Yeah.
You're not.
I agree with you.
That was
Very
the
rarely.
first one had like a strip club scene.
That's
There's
true.
something
That's
for the
true.
fellas.
I want skin. I don't care whose it
I
is.
guess so.
Just give it to me.
What about if it was like naked aliens? Like,
I
what if
would
Liam
love that.
Hemsworth accidentally opened a door and two aliens were like fucking?
I would love it.
Or do they fuck in the suits or outside the suit?
outside the suit.
That's just their.
Come on.
That's just their astronaut wear. You know.
So they get out of the suit and they start like rubbing their tiny little bodies
Oh,
and
dude,
they're
yeah,
Yeah,
mouthless.
they all look like Simon Pegg's little friend in the Star Trek movies.
I don't
there.
know though. There's no mouths. That's a big thing. So what's
Wow.
going on? Who's sucking? Nobody's sucking nothing.
But they have mouths, don't
No,
they?
that's the weird.
They got-
The queen has a mouth. We
Dude.
learn later.
Uh-huh.
Which
I bet they're more developed because
They're
they got
telepathic.
They got little nostrils, just like holes in their face, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they just like sensually sniff each other's like genital, and it's like that's how they get to edging.
I thought it was going to
Maybe-
be like
they probably skipped the edging.
I
Wait,
thought
do you
these
think they
aliens-
just come?
These aliens go straight to coming.
Hold on a second. Do you think that like does one of them lay eggs and one of them like fertilizes it? Is that the type of thing?
and just sprays it on
yeah,
them.
just fucking shoots it.
I don't know.
I
that
thought
these
it was
are
going to
egg
be
layers.
I
though.
thought it was going to be more like slugs, and they just wrap around each other.
and-
that would be cool. And they're just sort of like
Shooting jelly. At
yeah,
each other.
like
Yeah.
they're like digesting together or something. Like they sort of almost become one.
God, please don't ever say shooting jelly ever again.
They shoot jelly at each other.
No, drip jelly, not
yeah,
shoot.
Yeah, it's a slow drip. Like
My
a
question
nice slow
that
drip.
remains unanswered in the first.
Why
movie,
did anyone make this movie?
Well, that's never going to be answered.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't Randy Quaid like get caught pissing on something? Is there public urination in that first?
yeah, well,
movie?
he's just a lout in
Yeah.
that first, so he's kind of
drunk.
Oh, I guess that's true. You can draw a line from that scene to that scene. That's
Yeah.
nice. Russell, what are you pissing on, you idiot?
The toilet's on the other side of the spaceship.
It's okay. It's Donald Trump.
That's my favorite part of that scene is that he's pissing and the rest of the people are just entertained. Like, we're in the middle of a fucking spaceship and we're about to get killed by the Queen Mother.
I would be pissed off if I was Liam Hemsworth. I'd be like, hey, I fucking am pissing on this spaceship to distract these aliens so you guys can get to the ship and get out of here.
Yeah. Go.
Stop laughing at it. Just
How
go.
how am I supposed to have tension in this movie after you've just taken a break to watch Liam Hemsworth not piss?
I have a question about Charlie, who's Liam Hemsworth, his plucky sidekick.
His co-orphan?
Yeah. How do plucky sidekicks ever get into all these military positions?
Yeah,
You know
this
what I mean?
kid isn't
He's
fit
so
for the military.
squirrely and scared. It's
Yeah.
like, well, why would you would like be a janitor? You wouldn't be like his number two.
Well, at least Harry Connick Jr. is like physically fit.
and like good at his job.
I just assume it's like a Bucky and Steve thing that worked.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like,
so
I mean,
they were fucking,
Yes, exactly, as well.
unlike Bucky and Steve.
Well, but
Yeah. It depends on what you're reading.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that Slash is just wonderful.
Is slash fiction canon?
No, it's not. No, I mean,
Wait,
I meant slash fiction. There's like more slash fiction. The Bible is very small
Wait,
compared
what?
to the volumes of
There's slash fiction in the Bible?
yes, Moses and
Who's Moses getting busy with?
everybody, man. His brother,
Noah.
Joe
Aaron, his
got him
brother
to make
Aaron.
a list to stop him from doing shit.
I don't know
Like,
where-
like Steve, Captain America is pushed in there as
Yeah.
a weakling.
That Lot guy, right? He was fucking like
Oh, he
daughters
fucked everybody.
and shit,
Yeah,
right?
he fucked the salt afterwards
Like
too, man.
Trent Lott? Is that who you're talking about?
No, there's a character. There's a funny character in the Bible named Lot, right? And he's like fucking his kids and shit.
What?
Dude, man,
They
it's
all get turned to
full of
salt.
slash fiction. It turns out.
Dude, man, the Bible is NSFW.
Does Lot get turned into salt?
I maybe not. I don't know. I think,
I
he's
think
like
maybe
rubbing
his
the salt.
wife does,
Yeah,
right?
and
Like
then
he's okay.
It's kind of working for him.
It's
too,
okay if
but-
a guy does it.
So what? So then, like the aliens come after them, and they of course escape
in alien
ships.
Yes,
Yeah,
and now
great.
we talk to the little globe. We find out she's part of a prison planet.
It's true.
She's
There's
like-
also a Syrian refugee planet.
It's
like this explanation that this sphere gives is ridiculous.
And this fucking sphere,
it's
man.
jaw dropping. She's like, "Hi, I'm a sphere. We move beyond bodies. By the way, these aliens, which we don't get names on them, go from planet to planet. They do this, and I'm from a planet of refugees of worlds that they've destroyed, and we're
Right.
making a resistance army and all this nonsense. And we want to recruit you because you guys are so good at beating them.
Right.
Am I correct there?
Yeah,
Yes.
and she's giving like a diagram of this thing, so we see like there's another planet somewhere with all sorts of different fucking gleep glops. I think the werewolf bar guy is there.
Finally! Oh my God, get him involved.
I mean, this is kind of like if the fucking Star Killer base from Force Awakens was like successful, and then they were able to farm it out and sell it to other alien people.
That sounds about
Is
right.
that the end game?
I think so.
for the
Yeah,
new
Fran-
order?
franchise,
Mass produced.
franchise.
Yeah, mass produced Star Killer
Fucking
bases.
General Hux is going like planet to planet, being like, "Can I interest you?"
He wants to sell that shit on TV like OxyClean, man.
No more-
Absolutely.
As
No
seen-
more-
Planet clean.
Planet Killer, as seen on hologram.
And then what you would call because Grand Moff Tarkin would be like that guy Billy who died that they always,
Billy Mays here, high as a kite.
But I love that the new guy's like Billy moved on, but we're still hawking OxyClean.
Oh man,
Moff Tarkin is dead, but this plan will still work and destroy planets like that.
I'm surprised actually that dude did not usurp the ShamWow from the ShamWow
who's
guy.
ShamWow though? Is that
ShamWow
Krennic?
guy was a scumbag who like.
No, I know who ShamWow is.
Oh yeah.
right. But he got but
Morris
please,
ShamWow?
expand on his legal troubles though.
Well, he was like being the fucking scumbag and like beat the shit out of his girlfriend or something.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Nonsense like that.
yeah, he's
He's
got a
a piece of
rap
shit.
sheet. Man.
Can
Yep.
I?
Yep.
And this might be only for East Coast listeners. I'm not sure. Is the general nationwide?
I don't know.
The General Auto
Well, the thing
Insurance.
is,
Oh, that's a
Shaquille
good
O'Neal's
question.
in it, so I imagine it has to be more than just the East Coast.
Wait, Shaq is in a
Shaq
Are you
general.
fucking out of your mind? You haven't seen this?
No, did you just hear my reaction? I clearly haven't.
I've never
I've
seen
known
you more
about-
angry.
I've known about this for years.
Wait, this has been happening for years.
Yes,
with Shaq's in these
yes.
commercials?
So much so I even tweeted the picture of them and said squad goals. That's how old it is.
Sorry, I missed that tweet.
Well, you got to catch up. Shaquille O'Neal
Yeah.
and the cartoon general
Yeah.
are driving all sorts of places in a car together.
But there's a new commercial. This is what I want to bring this up.
Yeah.
It's a woman, a sexy lady on a bed on Tinder. And
What?
she's like swiping like left or whichever one's the wrong way, the bad way.
Yeah.
She's swiping like no, loser, fat.
No,
And
wait
then
a
she's
second.
like, oh,
Steve.
hold on.
Fat John Oliver, no.
Gimli Oliver, definitely no. But then she's like, hold on. And it's the
No.
general. And she swipes like the right way.
Oh, that's
She definitely wants to
so
fuck
she
the
wants-
general.
yeah, she wants to fuck the general.
General's short, but he's kind of hot.
Yeah.
You know?
He's sturdy.
Does it look like Mr. Magoo meets Patton?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Kind
the
of. He's got
general?
a giant mustache.
Yeah.
He's the Monopoly guy's alt-right brother.
I was gonna say he looks kind of like Frank Goldman.
Yeah, he does. I don't know. So whatever. We're all back. So the idea is like, oh, the queen, who we now understand exists, is going to come after this egg. That's what she wants the whole time. I guess she's chasing the egg.
Because if
Because
she
someone's
gets
going to
the egg,
fertilize it, right?
no, I
No,
wish
she can kill all the refugees.
If she gets the
Right.
sphere, inside the sphere is the location of the refugee planet.
Yes.
And if they go and do that, then the aliens will have universal domination
And
because
they-
whatever.
They make some dupe, so they're like, if we draw her out and get her the wrong place, she'll go and we can like hit her from behind or something.
What they're gonna
Is that
do?
political subtext I smell?
No.
Because also, so like, I guess the ultimate plan, because they're like, well, we're gonna drive this payload.
Yeah,
We're gonna
it's-
fly the fucking payload in.
Yes.
And this whole thing, and then we're gonna blow her up. Jeff Goldblum, like after they decide this is what the plan is, I swear to you, he says, "Well, it worked the first time." Oh my God! You're just doing the same thing from the first movie, and you have a character admit you're doing that?
Well, you bought a ticket the first time.
And then Bill Pullman gives his Independence Day speech like to a bunch of janitors in like a locker room.
Dude, what a different audience. There's like 4 people in this room, and half of them are like, hey, is that guy saying something?
It's amazing because it's like him and Jeff Goldblum, and it's like the reason we survived last time is because we're resilient, and if we're resilient, and like people are like eating lunch, and like
Some guy's mopping.
they're just like, yeah, you tell him, Fred.
Hey, can you shut up? I'm on the phone.
My beans are cold.
It's a fucking step down from that first
It is.
speech.
And they opened the fucking movie with the speech too.
Sure do.
And then we have another speech later. So
Right.
Bill Pullman decides to be the Randy Quaid because like, get me the fuck out of this movie, dude.
Yeah, he's like, I'm pissed off that I had to be in this much of it. Please let me die.
And Maika, whatever her name
Monroe,
is,
yeah.
Maika Monroe is not in It Follows anymore. Is like, oh, don't do that. By the way, I'm a pilot too, and it's like, who could? How many pilots could there be?
We're all the pilots.
Like, just you know what you had got those fancy UFO choppers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Just make flying cars,
Sure.
and then I could buy people piloting more because everyone can't be a pilot.
Ooh, I should pilot more.
I really wish I could pilot more.
Oh, I'm gonna take out the tug this morning, okay?
You know, it's just this last year I was on Twitter way too much. This year I am going to pilot more. That's it. Putting January 2017, I'm piloting more.
Young lady, what time is it? Yeah, I do believe it is 11:45. When were you supposed to have the tug home? That's right, 10:30.
So the last act of this stupid movie, we're not. I guarantee we're not. Can we all agree we're not going to talk about Jeff Goldblum, about Judd Hirsch and the bus full of kids? Can we just not
No,
talk
we're
about?
gonna
Oh, the
talk-
garbage.
Oh, come on!
Now is a perfect time
Those
to discuss.
The
fucking
Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yeah, the Cabbage Patch Kids are just Randy Quaid's family.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all.
Right.
Do we not? Why do I feel like the Alex Jones of this fucking episode? Do we not see the parallels?
No, here, I agree.
Written on the wall.
I do agree.
With shit. It's written in shit.
Well, here's to break it out. I have a note in here that says "cut to pirates."
Oh no, the pirates! Oh, the pirates! Oh, the treasure hunting pirates! That pirate has a line where he says there's $2 billion of gold.
$100 million.
Oh, is that right?
It's not that much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And he's like, "Oh, we're gonna get all that
No,
gold."
I don't care if there's an alien driving his ship right up me bum. We're gonna get the gold. Oh no, he shifted to gold.
And they're like, oh no, all of these the whole planet's dead. We're just gonna be drinking. And the president calls and like, we need you to watch what these aliens are doing. He's like, I won't do it unless you give me $100 million.
I was just lying about being a double.
And it's so ridiculous because at the end of the movie, the other thing is like this mothership is drilling into the Earth's core.
Why are we drilling into anything?
Oh man, 4 million degrees
Yeah,
or whatever that line is.
yeah,
But so when that whole thing is over with and they realize like the planet will live or something, this fucking pirate gets on a shortwave radio and goes, "Come in, Area 51." Are you kidding me?
Well,
Come
the
on.
funny thing is they keep cutting back to during the big dumb climax. They keep cutting back to the pirate ship.
Yeah.
It's getting really close to the Earth's core. Man, oh man, we're so close to core breach. And he keeps saying that even at the end of the movie, like it's right there, and then it stops. Like
Yeah.
the world is over anyway, right?
We
Like,
are edging so close to Corbridge.
Well, that is.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Oh, this core's gonna breach. Here it comes.
No, my favorite fucking image in the whole thing is him like, "Oh, we got like 7 hours. We're totally okay."
Oh, right.
And then it goes straight down to 1 hour. And he's like, "Yeah, we got to finish this fucking movie right now. We got to get out of here right now."
Oh no, we as pirates and not necessarily scientists fucked up the speed rate. Oh, hello, Area 51. Yeah, we fucked up. This movie's gonna end. Everybody gonna die now. Can't believe I don't get that gold. That sweet gold. Is there gold in the Earth's core?
Mr. President, could you talk to me about the gold?
Tell me again about the gold.
Well, first of all, it's going to be a golden shower.
That's good.
I'm like a Boo the monkey. I love gold things. I will grab in the Cave of Wonders. Whatever. So like,
I can't believe the pirates. Thank you, Kevin. We almost got through this whole episode without the pirates.
Bill Pullman goes into the Queen, sets up the payload, and you're like, "Oh, the movie's over."
By saying Happy 4th of July. Oh, fucking kill me
Well, he says
dead.
on the behalf of the planet Earth, by the way. Yeah, fuck you too,
So,
pal.
Well, this shows you that suicide bombing can work.
Yes.
It's a good message. Thank you, Emmerich.
It blows up, and you're like, "Oh, cool, the movie's over." And at some point, Judd Hirsch has a bus full of fucking white trash kids he's driving around, and
The cast of American Honey is behind.
Oh, my God. That's what I want to see. Judd Hirsch's character from Independence Day running around with all those little miscreants. Oh, Lord, that would be great.
Listen to a lot of rap.
Why are you all hanging out in a parking lot? Get inside. You have to get inside. What are you doing in the parking lot? Get out of here.
Why
By
should
the way,
I?
the bus driver left to go fuck his girlfriend?
Is that what happened?
Yes, one of the little kids is like, he left to go fuck his girlfriend.
yeah.
Oh, man, those little rascals.
And they meet up with Jeff Goldblum, who has nothing to do in the last hour and a half of this movie.
He's standing behind a piece of metal for most of it.
He's gonna push a button. Don't worry, he's gonna push a button.
And you know, I don't know.
Well, his whole, like, Judd Hirsch's whole thing about, like, I always say when the planet's about to die, the safest place is next to my David. Shut up. First of all, shut up.
Why should I sell this magazine? Why should I do that? No.
He is peddling a fucking book about how he
Oh,
saved
God.
the world, by the
That
way.
is the most useless scene.
Where
Is
he's-
him talking to the geriatrics club.
Yes. Oh,
They
man.
should have done a straight up Ghostbusters 2 homage, and it's Judd Hirsch and Ernie Hudson talking about how they saved the Earth that last
Or,
time.
or you go,
At a kid's birthday party.
Yes, he goes to a little kid's birthday party. But you don't like heroes?
And get a fucking grown ass Jason Reitman to
Yes.
be like, my dad says you guys are frauds. Oh, actually, is it one of the little kids? Doesn't he say something about how he's like, my dad says that your son never went to space and it's
Oh,
all
really?
fake or whatever. It's like,
Who could care?
what? I mean, also though, it would not be shocking if some fucking dipshit would be like, that whole thing in '96, it was fake. It was all fake.
That was a false flag operation perpetrated by Bill Clinton and Bill Clinton's illegitimate son.
Just like Sandy Hook.
Black Lives Matter pretended that aliens destroyed the world to perpetrate white genocide.
That's true. They also have Black Lives Matter have kidnapped multiple people. They're kidnapping people, and they're faking the moon.
Here's the thing. All those aliens, you know where they are. They're in the basement of that pizza place. They're in the basement of that pizza place right now.
It's fake news.
Prison Planet.pizza.
Just to put them there.
The alien invasion of 1996 is fake news.
Whole thing. Right in Podesta's emails. It's all right there.
Julian Assange has told me with confidence that was fake news. I could corroborate that, and we are not fake news. We're telling the truth. PrisonPlanet.tv.wfw. VFW.
Elks Club.
So then we get to the end, the last stage of Metroid, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
When this big stupid queen comes out, and you got to shoot her tail a bunch or whatever.
Dude, and it's so stupid.
She's like really big, and like we're way off the rails here at this point.
This is ridiculous. Why would she be like 50 feet tall? Now we got the attack of the 50-foot woman.
That was in Vegas. That was the desert.
Yeah, I guess,
Yeah,
that's,
I
that,
guess
all these
that's
broads
true.
go to Vegas. That's stupid.
That's actually probably like the rejected title of like a shitty Dean Martin movie. All these broads go to Vegas.
But there's also like a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids gag because he's got to swerve around her feet in the school bus.
Yeah, he's driving around.
But
trying
doesn't
to-
that happen like in Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, which
Does
is
it?
what
I haven't seen.
Probably, yeah.
I haven't seen that
Isn't
movie.
this movie's based on that?
you know,
Is it
it was
a
based
tip
on
of the
the
cap?
It was based on the same novel length poem.
Oh, okay, good. And Liam Hemsworth comes back from space with everybody else, and they're at this point, Maika Monroe gets in a pilot suit, and she's going to take down the Queen somehow with something, and the Queen like destroys her. She destroys the Queen's shield by shooting it a bunch, and then like
her the shield that's like on her suit
Yeah,
or
Well,
something.
because
right?
after she beat the last alien, she got the special bullets.
oh right
And now
right,
the
right,
special
right.
bullets can take down the force field.
So whatever. But like
Silver bullets.
then all the alien ships, instead of laying waste to everyone trying to hurt them, decide to spin around the Queen. Like all these things have laser guns that could destroy everybody else.
Get fighting.
But they just kind of swarm around her to form a field, even though it doesn't make any sense.
Well, there's one point where it's Liam Hemsworth or somebody's like, we got to get out of this tornado. This tornado of alien spacecraft.
the tornado of alien spacecraft.
They're just movieing throughout this thing.
Yes,
That's like what this, like, they don't know what they're acting against. They don't know what it is.
Yep.
and
Nobody
it's
knows
just-
what's going on.
We're just movieing, guys.
Just be thankful they took out the, is that a cow?
Oh man, if a cow is stuck in this alien ship tornado.
So they break free of the tornado. They're like, we have to do a controlled dive, and we're going to shoot the Queen. And again, these aliens aren't like, they're shooting our Queen. They still keep spinning around.
Yeah, it's so
it just
stupid.
doesn't make any sense.
Well,
And
there were lemming people.
they destroy the Queen, and everyone like retreats.
And she vomits everywhere, and then they do the fucking windshield gag.
Oh, that's right. They get gacked.
And they like just turn
She
it on.
shoots jelly all over the windshield.
Yeah.
Actually.
Vomits her jelly
There's so
everywhere.
many other storylines we're not talking about because there's so many stuff.
yeah, and
Just,
who could
oh
care?
my god, it doesn't
Fuck
matter.
it.
It's at some point when the aliens like bomb the shit out of Area 51 that's when Sela Ward and half the U.S. That's what it is. When William Fichtner becomes Kiefer Sutherland as
Yes.
lone survivor.
Yes, he is.
Because
The
they're like,
designated survivor.
Hey, by the way, designated survivor. Yeah, they're like, hey, by the way, somehow you're the president. And like William Fichtner's like, I was like 300th on that list. And they're like, yeah,
And, like,
we know.
Sela Ward does a weird, I think, doesn't she say like die or something?
Yeah,
She mirrors one of the lines from the movie.
Yeah, 'cause as the aliens are coming in, like they think that she's going to surrender, but she takes a gun. She's like, "No, die!" And then she gets killed.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't get bombed. It's like the aliens break out of the cages in Area 51 and like break into her little control room or something.
Something happens.
Yeah.
whatever.
And they kill,
Yeah, I mean, like, so, like, Brent Spiner's boyfriend dies. That's sad.
They're like defending the little sphere.
Floyd and Dikembe become friends, and this is
And
two
that's
characters
Fat-
nobody needed.
That's Fat John Oliver.
That's
so
Fat
everyone-
John Oliver.
So everyone knows what's going on.
Well, because he's like supposed to be like the nerdy paper pusher.
Sure,
Yeah.
because this movie needed a nerdy paper.
Oh,
push.
totally.
Well, you got to have a nerd. There's a movie. You need like some nerd mucking up the works.
Wait, I read the script. It's fine. It rings a little familiar, but where's the nerd? I'm sorry. Am I fucking crazy? Where's the fat
Goldblum
nerd?
is the nerd.
You've
you already have a nerd.
no. Here's a sexy nerd. I'm talking about the fat nerd.
Am I supposed to wipe my ass with this? Because that's what's good use to.
It's a good script. I appreciate the part where he writes on all the walls. That's fine. That's a movie, right? But there should be a nerd.
The ghost of Harvey Fierstein.
Oh my god, that would be great. Like,
Yeah.
How is he not on
How
some
is he
sort
not
of
just
wall?
alive, right?
Well, yeah, actually, that
I finally reached my mother before it all blew up, so now I made it.
Actually,
I
how
was
about-
in a coma the whole
Turns out
time.
she could teleport me out of here.
I used my mother as a human shield, David. Right after I said, oh crap, I fell into a manhole. I survived.
Thank God my therapist didn't. But you know what? At least the fucking first movie had Harvey goddamn Fierstein.
Yeah,
Somebody
you're-
that's funny, like can hold a scene.
Has presence
Thank
on
you.
screen.
I would love 5 Harvey Firesteins. I would fucking love a Harvey Firestein multiplicity cast for
Yes.
the rest of the film.
have him
Some
play,
of them just keep getting dumber and dumber.
have him play every role.
Oh man! And all Harvey Fierstein Independence Day Resurgence.
David, tell him.
I would love that. I would love it. I'd love every fucking stupid second I'd waste watching that twice.
The 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, all right? Just stop already with that. Oh, it would be great. But I don't know, like the queen is dead and she has a tongue. And
That was actually that. I think that was part of that Smith song, and Morrissey actually cut out the lyrics.
and that we get our favorite line. So the movie's over, and
Right.
they're like, "Oh, Brent Spiner's not so sad about his boyfriend. He was for a while, but he's not. He's fine now."
Maika, Monroe, and Liam are going to buy a house.
Where?
Finally.
Oh wait, that is the fucking big horseshit thing where like he's getting ready to go in the plane to go fight aliens
die.
and whatnot.
To die. You would-
In this video chat room, right?
Yes. It's like a Skype call he's doing in the middle of
No. At the end of the movie where they're in the hangar together. It's
Well, no,
before-
the first one is in the
yeah.
Skype
Yeah,
call.
they're Skyping about buying a house at the beginning of the movie. You're right, and then at the end, like before Pullman fucking scoops him and goes on the suicide mission, it is Liam Hemsworth that's going to do it, and like they both know that he's not coming back, and he's like, by the way, I looked at those houses. I like the one at the end of the lane. It's a great one to live in America with.
But at the start of the movie, it seems like she's not into it.
No, she's not. We never get whatever that character trait is.
Yeah, we do. I mean,
whether
their
she's
whole-
afraid, she's like got cold feet, or she's like cheating on him.
I mean,
or whatever.
I mean, it's their relationship. The whole point is to have two pretty people in the frame at the same time.
Well, she should.
Oh, you bought a house, but it was haunted by Harvey Fierstein.
But she actually ends up buying it with Fat Nerd.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's
so
a
that-
Fat Nerd happy ending.
You need to have a nerd in the end of the movie. I mean, but so like it's all over, and
Yeah.
like
It's all over.
Brent Spiner's talking to the sphere, and she's like, "Oh, you guys are so brave. You guys should come and you guys should come and to my planet, and I'll teach you guys how to beat these aliens once and for all." And like somebody even says like, well, we couldn't survive another attack like that, so we might as well.
We got to take the fight to them.
Yeah.
And then Brent Spiner, Andrew, you love this line. You should say it.
Let's kick some alien ass. Credits. Oh boy, oh boy.
Dude, this fucking sequel setup is ridiculous.
Dude, I'm saying it. Steve and I were talking about it on Twitter. I made it public then. I firmly stand by this statement 100%. No going back. The Andrew Jupin guarantee. Super Mario Brothers has been dethroned as the worst, most fucking audacious sequel setup in film history.
You don't think we're going to see Independence Day Desperation?
No, man.
I don't think so.
Oh, the
Smelling
Sci-Fi
in a
Network.
theater near you. Yeah,
Maybe.
direct to sci-fi.
Yeah.
That's
Direct to
a
sci-fi.
good question. I feel like no, right? We didn't make that much money. That was the problem.
Made some, but not
It made
as much as they
some.
wanted it.
No,
We gotta
not
see.
really.
You know
No,
what?
I
Here's
think-
here's the factor. We got to see one. Because I don't have this figure. I don't know how it did overseas. But two, them Blu-ray sales. But her emails. But her Blu-ray sales.
Well-
if this movie does well on Blu-ray, they might. I mean, because look at the fucking shitty CGI. It's not like they care about the movie looking good.
My guess is that they're gonna Sci-Fi is gonna get it as a series.
Oh.
The Independence
Oh,
Day series.
Well, yeah,
shit.
then
And
you're
then
doing a reboot.
And then you're doing a reboot, and then you can do the whole fucking first movie again, essentially, and you have Roland Emmerich fucking direct the first one, and nobody watches.
There you go.
Nobody watches.
But it's on the Sci-Fi Channel, so nobody's watching, and yet somehow there's 5 fucking
But
seasons.
there's fat nerds.
so many fat nerds.
The fat nerds need something to look at too, you know.
Oh boy!
Fuck this movie. How about
That's
that?
fuck it. Fuck that
this
movie.
movie.
No, it's useless. And I like the first one. I remember,
Yeah.
if are we recommending this movie? I'm not. I remember actually getting out of the first movie, and I'm always kind of ashamed of this. In the car ride home after seeing Independence Day, we were talking about whether or not Independence Day was better than Star Wars.
Oh, no.
And I
man.
fucking turned coat, man. I was so, my recency bias had clouded my eyes, and I was like, Independence Day, a little better than Star Wars. Which I regret now.
I'm surprised you didn't like immediately turn to sand.
Or
That's-
just
that's
set
so-
ablaze.
That is something you take to the grave.
well, now everybody knows it.
Wow.
Can I say I do have Independence Day story.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, totally.
So I went to see this at Crossgates.
The first
big-
movie or
Which is a local movie theater near
Our-
where we grew up.
our big upstate theater.
no, you're talking about the first movie.
The first movie.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Sorry. Just
So I went to see it on opening day,
oh, you have to. July 4th, man.
and so packed theater.
It was July 3rd.
Front row corner, a guy lights up a cigar.
No way.
Yeah.
And he
Dude, were
starts
you in
puffing. He
Cape
like
Fear?
full Cape Fear, just starts puffing at it, and is like so happy to be watching Independence Day.
Was it
with a
Robert
cigar.
Loggia?
Was it during the scene where they're lighting up cigars in the alien spaceship?
No, it's
Then
the
I get it.
It's the beginning of the movie. Like he was like waiting for it to start, and
Wow.
he was so excited about the alien that he fucking lit up a cigar.
Are we sure it's not a blunt?
It's not a blunt.
Oh, jeez.
So then,
what are you
two
doing?
secure, like a dweeby kid comes in to be like, "Sir, you can't do that."
Yeah, totally. Fat nerd came in.
And then, like, he's like, "Go away." The kid goes away,
like he
comes
would.
back with 2 security
Yeah, of
guards,
course.
and he's like, "Okay, I'll put it out." And then they're like, "No, you gotta leave." He's like, "I'm not fucking leaving." And these 2 guys have to pick him up
Nice.
and take him out of the
Man.
theater.
did they stop the projector?
No. Kept
So
on-
this is
all happening.
It's being ruined for you.
This is all happening while fucking, Harry Connick Jr. and Will Smith are talking about their cocks or whatever. And like,
My favorite scene in that movie.
I don't remember I didn't see.
Here's the
whole
beginning
scene.
of that movie. Will Smith tells Harry Connick Jr. that he's bought officially the ugliest piece of jewelry in human history. He pulls out this engagement ring, and it's like 2 dolphins fucking around a fake blue stone.
He's like, "You're going to marry a stripper? Come on, man. You can't marry a stripper."
Hey man, you can't marry a stripper unless you can play piano like me.
You ain't gonna get a promotion if you marry a stripper.
Oh,
that's right.
They don't let you fly in space if you marry strippers, dude.
Yeah,
Hey,
space
dude.
is a flat circle.
Sorry. All right. Eric.
No, I hate this movie.
Sure.
I don't like it, and it was hard to sit through, to be honest.
It really was.
I just
Just
couldn't-
imagine sitting through it twice.
I'm glad I didn't, and I would not recommend it. I liked the first one enough when it came out.
I rewatched it maybe like 2 years ago, and I totally think it holds up. Like
It's a cool 90s movie.
Yeah,
It's a cool yet cheesy, but it's fine 90s movie.
Yeah.
I'm not recommending this.
No,
I mean,
of
I'm
course
not. I said in the last episode I wasn't going to tell this story on the air for the episode, but I realized like we probably have some new listeners, courtesy of Headgum and whatnot. So I'll tell this story. I was at a screening for this movie, like a professional exhibitor screening, and there was some like honchos from Fox, like that come in, right? This is like dudes with suits that they wouldn't allow me to be buried in. I mean, these rich fuckers, right?
Yeah, Earnhardt suits, they call those.
Yeah, moon caskets, and the guys sit like. By the way, they sit right directly behind me. We're in a massive Times Square theater that's got like 10 people in it. So thanks a lot, fellas. And the movie, the lights go down, the movie comes up, and it's like the Fox logo and whatnot. And the one suit leans over to the other suit and just goes, "Yeah, this is a real shit show."
Wow. It
And
had to
I
be.
was like, wow, the company has no
to know.
confidence behind this
How
movie.
could they? There's nothing here. There's nothing here.
Even somebody who has watched nothing knows this is bad.
Yeah.
But it's just amazing. Like, we had to hear for years about this fucking movie, and like we're fighting over the script and this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, this was the compromise? This is what you pulled off?
There's an easy way to make this movie. There's such an easier way to make this movie.
Yep.
Just make that movie.
Cut out half the characters, so you've got the fucking money
Focus.
that Will Smith demanded.
Focus on someone.
Yes.
Make
Ground
it
battle.
someone's story.
You did the air battle, ground battle.
It's got to be. You're telling me we had to fight these fuckers for years on Earth, and I don't see a frame of that?
By the way, the ground battle, you could get into some murky territory. Did anyone see Battle Los Angeles?
No,
I
but
did.
a lot of the effects from this movie look
Look
like they're from
similar.
Battle
yeah.
Los Angeles.
And by the way, Blacklist script.
Oh,
Just
really?
saying,
and
yeah.
awful movie.
Isn't
Like,
Aaron
yes.
Eckhart in that movie?
He is.
Yes.
He's the lead,
Ooh.
and that is fucking trash.
Sexy lead.
What's better though, Battle Los Angeles or Independence Day Resurgence?
Battle Los Angeles.
Yes, I agree.
without a doubt.
I'd agree.
And I'll say this too, because it's probably not worth our time to do an episode on it. But when it comes out, since we did an episode on the first one, we should totally check out Moontrap 2. Maybe a little on screen.
I'm into that.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
See what's
I
going
wasn't
on.
on the first one, so yeah.
I might come over here for a tall glass of water, but we might just enjoy ourselves.
Totally. Guaranteed there's probably some softcore sex scenes in
Oh,
that
there
movie.
has to be.
Already a better movie than
Or
this.
getting ready for like a shower type thing.
I would get ready for a shower.
That's Independence Day Resurgence, directed by Roland Emmerich. What does that even mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
You would get ready for a
I'll
shower.
come over. You'll put the movie on, and I'll get ready for
You
a
know-
shower.
But are you going to take a move? Are you going to take a shower, though? Or you just get ready for a shower?
I will take the most luxurious golden shower.
Oh, Lord. If you want more We Hate Movies, check out WHMPodcast.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or write into the mailbag to get at us. We all hate movies at gmail.com. Rate and review the show wherever you get it. We would greatly appreciate it. What's going on next week? What are we going to do? The worst of 2016 is over with.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of buzz about what's happening next week. You know what I mean? Like there's just a lot of buzz going around the internet
Well,
about what we're going to
the
do.
internet's like kind of like a hive mind.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
getting crazy.
It's like this neurotic hive mind.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's like, who are these people?
Who are this podcast? Yeah, that's B Movie. We're doing B Movie next week. Holy shit, can you
That's
believe it?
a bit of a treat yourself.
Oh, man. I can't wait. I've never seen it.
Oh, you're going to be excited. Larry Miller is a bee.
Ooh.
Oh, get ready to drink that, honey.
Everybody is a bee.
Most people are bees.
Except for the lady that Jerry Seinfeld B is trying to fuck, though. You told
Renee
me that.
Zellweger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I'm getting excited
It's
now.
like it's
man.
like Jerry Maguire level.
really?
No, not really.
He's gonna sting in that, man. Woo.
Ew.
So until next week, when we're finally talking about B Movie, yay! I'm Andrew Jupin.
Steven Zadak.
Chris Cabin.
Eric Siska.
Take it easy.
That was a Headgum podcast.